from the Oregon Mountains to all the Mesilla Valley, reaching all of New Mexico. Broadcasting live from the Las Cruces studios, bringing you the issues that matter and the topics that count. Telling it like it is. It's the Mike Tellez Show. And now here's your host, Mike Tellez.
We have a unanimous decision for your winner out of the red corner, Carrasco.
My goodness, do we have a show today. We have a couple of special guests here today. We have the young lady you just now saw in that ring, Ariana. We have her dad, Rene. What did we just see? What was going on there?
It was just me at the JO Junior Olympics, and that was our finals fight.
That was the finals fight. You didn't look winded. Was that the first round, or was that the third?
No, it was the third.
My goodness, you're ready to go another round.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
My goodness, that was amazing. And when that was recent?
That one's a little over a year ago.
A little over a year ago.
Right.
My goodness, 5 years I've known you all. In a month, it'll be 5
Right.
years. And 12 years old when you started boxing.
Mm-hmm.
To get to that point took a long work and a long road, right?
Long road.
Wow.
Still going.
Still going.
Still going.
Still
So
going.
that's slowed down yet. I remembered your first day in the gym. And I went and talked to you, and I said, how are you doing? I said, so that's your daughter? I said, yeah. I said, well, I'm doing a report for sports communication at NMSU, and how's it going? And you had this look on your face. It is not easy.
Right.
She doesn't want to listen to me that much. It was just, it's tough, man.
Right.
And I saw well, you know what? 5 years later, I've seen you all grow through the years because I look in there every day. I go there to see how it's going, and I see you sitting on the stage up there watching and monitoring, and I mean, it is amazing how far you all have come in this boxing.
It's been quick, too.
Yeah.
It's been
Ariana,
quick.
why in the world, why boxing? Were you pushed into it, or is that all you?
It's all me. I grew up watching like main event boxing matches, having people come over just to watch boxing. So yeah, I've just always been around it.
And you were fascinated? But how old were you when you first said, I want to box?
I think around 8.
So instead of the cartoons, you're watching boxing.
Yeah.
8 years old, you decide you want to box.
Mm-hmm.
And what's your dad say about that idea?
Well, the thought of me getting hit in the head wasn't that good to him.
Right.
So.
Yeah, no.
Hey, what did you think of that?
I was like, I'll give her another age where maybe we can start. So I said 12. And she remembered when she turned 12.
I
figured she'd forget about it and we'd move on from that. But she tapped me and she said, you promised. And I said, what did I promise you? And she brought that up and I just said, well,
oh my goodness.
We'll find a gym. Let's go find a gym and let's see what happens,
Wow. And it is the workout. And you knew that was part of it? Or you just went in and said...
I think it was just, we didn't really know kind of what world we were getting into, honestly.
We knew we were in shape, but we didn't know what it took to be in boxing shape.
I've always been working out.
So boxing shape and in shape. So when I say I'm in shape, it is nowhere near
It's not
boxing
even close.
shape.
It's not. And we've had a lot of athletes come in
Yeah, they
and
could
say
do
we're in shape.
5
and then-
miles, but doing like one round of 3 minutes, they're dying.
Wow. And you're telling me you took a little run today?
Right?
Yeah.
And, I'm thinking maybe half a mile, maybe a mile. What, 3 miles
Yeah,
is a
Yeah,
little run?
It was 4, all
miles,
uphill.
All uphill.
Right.
So, yeah.
Oh, my goodness. And that's a little run.
That's a small run.
That's a small run.
It's still hard though.
Hey,
So
it is.
you gotta push a little bit.
And the training has been intense.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, you know, you're the national champion. You're undefeated last year.
Right.
Yeah.
You're getting ready to go defend again here in
Shreveport, Louisiana.
Shreveport
Yeah.
in March.
Well, we're going up a weight class.
And you're
So
going up a
we're
weight
going
class.
up a weight class.
Oh my goodness! So it's not what it was last time. It's
Right.
another weight
Yeah, it
class.
was
Yeah.
132 in 2019. So 2020 basically got erased,
2020.
and then
2020.
2020 and 2021 will be 141.
Yeah.
That'll be the weight class.
You know, when I heard that was the weight, she absolutely. I thought 110 or 115. Huh?
Oh, that was a long time ago.
Yeah,
Yeah,
way long.
wow.
Way long.
Yeah.
You know, I watch you working out in there, and I am fascinated by how built those guys better get busy. Those boys better start lifting weights or doing something, because you are in perfect shape. My goodness, that's been tough,
Yeah.
and it's just a
Just-
never-ending
Yeah,
regimen.
constantly getting up in the morning, going to strength training or running. Then I do school.
And what time do you get up in the morning?
Well, we try to get out by like 9 or 8:30.
Mm-hmm.
So
And you go, and that's when the running and start training.
yeah,
But that is not your training. That's just kind of warming up. The afternoon.
yeah, that's just conditioning.
Yeah, that's our
Condition.
conditioning, strength and conditioning, and then afternoon is nothing but boxing. So
And so that's every day.
Monday through Saturday,
Monday through
Sundays
Saturday. So
off.
you,
yeah.
she does one day off.
One day off.
Good, thank you.
And
Wow.
usually I do like a bike ride or something. I have
Yeah,
a
you tell her to
Peloton.
rest and she won't.
She won't rest.
No.
Wow. And is it tough to get her going every day, or?
Sometimes
Yeah.
I get it that she's tired, and
Yeah.
sometimes you want to sleep in a little late, but
Look
no,
at the
this is part of
discipline
the
required.
this is part of the game. So
Yes.
Yeah, the
No,
toughest
yeah.
part is the motivation, honestly.
And you got to keep continuous motivate
Yeah. Right.
yourself. I need to
Right.
do it. I need to get there. I'm defending.
Yeah,
I'm-
because you're just thinking about what your goal is,
right,
and then you just keep getting closer. So then, like the motivation just stays.
And that's all you keep telling yourself. Because you know it gets to the point where you can't hardly move when you're running all that.
right.
Yeah.
And you know it's got to be in your head that there's 4 or 5 other girls that want that spot,
And
Yeah.
you're doing the same thing.
and
Yeah.
they're doing.
They all want to be number one, like
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. Wow. And to be number one, you got to do that.
You have to.
That is
Yeah.
just part of it.
You know, we always say hard work beats talent any
Yeah.
day. You know, so
Yeah.
we just have to be
And
working.
the diet, special diet, you got to.
It's not fun for her.
We try to do keto, so like
Keto.
more protein, less carbs.
Okay.
Yeah.
So to be at that weight and not have a single bit of fat, not what is it, 1% body fat? What is
Oh,
it?
they,
No,
no,
no.
if it was, no, we wish it was that easy, but no.
Yeah.
No, the percentage is higher than that, but we already know what we got to look at to make sure she's staying healthy and
And
not.
so you isolate the areas you need to work
right,
on.
Right.
Wow, my goodness. And when you're training in that gym,
Mm.
do you ever get to the point where you just feel like your arms are going to fall off?
Yeah.
Non-stop going and going and going?
That's every day.
Every day. I see it
Every
every day.
Yeah, and then you just keep getting stronger. So then more push, keep pushing.
Yeah. You just want to
Pushing
try to
and
push
pushing.
yourself every day to something a little
And
more, a
you
little more, a
get
little more.
yourself, you push yourself every day?
Mm-hmm.
Are you hard on yourself?
She's our worst critic.
Very, yeah.
That's
very.
okay.
She's our worst critic.
Wow. So you just continuously striving to get there.
That's
Wow.
That's.
It's a long road, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you've run thousands of miles.
It feels like it.
Wow.
You know, I see her, I watch her. I'm not running them. You know,
Oh,
she's
yeah. Oh,
running.
come on.
You know, so
Do you run the small runs?
no. My days of running and all that are over.
Oh, my.
I get to push them now. You know.
Oh, so you're not even up, not even the
No, my
small ones.
workout's done
Okay.
early in the morning before she gets up, and then I wake her up to do
All right.
what needs to be done.
And you make sure you monitor everything. get
Everything.
All the intake, everything she eats, and what time and how much. And,
Right, that's where it gets hard. You know, they're teenagers.
Yeah.
They want to eat certain things here and there, and you feel bad telling them.
That
"Hey,
by itself
can't,
has got to be an absolute task to train yourself to do that.
I think the hardest part is nationals in December because Thanksgiving. You kind of
Yeah.
just like want to enjoy time with family and
For
like
sure,
pie
yeah.
and like, eating.
So-
So yeah.
You don't get the Thanksgiving. No.
For 2020, I kind of got my first real Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it's been
in a while.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know, it's unfair they put those things in December.
That's wrong.
Yeah,
you
that's
know?
wrong.
Or but it's
But I mean, you get Christmas after.
yeah, they
so.
get Christmas.
Oh,
Kind of makes up for it. Yeah.
All right.
It gets bad, and you know, Grandma's here. Eat more, and I'm looking at
And here's
Grandma
something you
going,
really like, and
Yeah,
you
no.
just gotta.
or have a little more of this, and I'm like, yeah, no. So
Wow.
she leaves the table instead and goes into the living room or something while everybody
Wow.
finishes eating. But discipline for sure.
That is definitely discipline. And so the workout is incredible. I see you all in there, and
Right.
that isn't even the early part.
No,
That's not even conditioning.
That's the second part of the
I
workout,
myself
so
thought that was conditioning, but that isn't.
no.
The
that's not
conditioning is all that running uphill.
it. Right.
Wow. And you just get exhausted and push and push and push.
Yeah, constant pushes. Yeah.
Now,
it
what
gets
happens in the
exhausting.
ring? Is that where that starts paying off, that endurance?
Yeah, especially when you sparring and you just see yourself getting better and just noticing that everything you're doing is working. So it just makes you feel better for what's coming up.
Oh,
So,
and you see that. So you're able to monitor your progress yourself while you're boxing.
yeah, you could see it, and then people will tell you like, "Oh, wow," and like
Yeah, you can tell the breathing, you know, how they're flowing in the ring and everything, their punch output. You see all that as we're getting ready, you know, for this tournament coming up. You'll start noticing that she's just flowing better. You know, everything's rolling a lot smoother. She's not coming in the corner. You're watching how she's breathing.
Oh,
And you could tell too with like we do 8 to 10 rounds of sparring. So
8 to 10.
yeah, you
rounds
should be able to
of
tell that I'm
sparring.
doing good, have good cardio.
Wow. And so 8 to 10 rounds. Is that 3 minutes?
3 minutes.
3 minutes, yeah.
Is
Especially
that crazy hard?
not when you
Not when you're in
yeah,
shape.
not when you're in shape and you're doing
So
all
when
the
you
things
do
you gotta
8
do.
rounds, when you practice like that and you get in the round and the real deal,
Right.
you're ready to go.
You're ready to go.
Now, that isn't what all boxers do, though.
No. Everybody has their own
And
ideas of what
And
works.
you'll spot, you know, when they're in shape and when they're not, when you're in that ring. How long does it take you to tell if someone is in shape that you're fighting?
By the second round.
That's when it starts getting tough?
Yeah.
Even sometimes the end of the first.
And
Yeah.
for us, the coaches watching, by the end of the first round, when they're walking towards the corner,
Yeah, you kind
can
of just
tell.
like shoulders.
You know, the body
kinda just,
language and everything
yeah.
says everything, yeah.
And so the body language tells me, in what we saw just now, she was not, didn't look
No,
like
we
she
weren't
was
tired.
out of gas.
Yeah, she wasn't.
And you said earlier that you catch your second win on the third.
Definitely, yeah.
That is the
Third.
knockout.
Yeah,
That is
that's where-
it.
we want to
Now,
finish the third round
Did you
the
have
same
to
way as the
learn
first.
how to pace yourself to where you could do that?
Yeah.
Was that what had to be? You're controlling your adrenaline, you're pacing yourself, and you know that you have to save enough to
Right.
end it.
And she's good at that.
Yeah, and it's just the experience that you get every time you fight. You learn something new to bring it down, and just like kind of new ways to tell yourself relax and just
Wow.
focus and
Discipline, major discipline. Did you think she would be this disciplined at this age? When
No. I can't see a lot of teenagers
I
being
can't
that
see.
disciplined.
I can't either.
You know, at this age.
I tell you, it's just a small percentage of people that can do this.
Right. Yeah,
And
it's not.
that's-
This isn't the easiest sport, you know.
No,
to-
it is not. That's why I'm asking.
Right.
You picked the toughest sport there
She
was.
did.
I mean, you could have.
Yeah, sometimes, you gotta be reminded.
Football. You
I
know,
remind her sometimes. Yeah.
Wow. When we come back, we're going to talk about where you're headed.
Okay.
What's in line? What's next? What's coming up in March?
Right. March.
What we need to do to help you get up there.
Right.
We're going to talk a little bit about what happens when dads show up.
Okay.
We'll talk about that much more when we return to the Mike Tellez Show. My name is Mike Tellez.
Horizon Granite is here.
It's here. Horizon Granite is here. We'll come to you to customize your kitchen and bathroom with beautiful countertops and cabinets. Find out more at horizongranite.com. Call us at 575-650-3180. here.
Make yourself a beautiful home.
Hi, I'm Ray Bamberg with Here on Earth. I would like to invite you for a free hearing evaluation to our office. We've been here in southern New Mexico for 34 years helping people hear better.
If we want to improve America's healthcare system, let's start by improving the health of Americans. Despite the best doctors, hospitals, and medical advancements, Americans are not as healthy as they should be. We spend too much on treatment and not enough on wellness and prevention. We need a system based on primary care. When patients have a medical home and a long-term relationship with a doctor, the result is a longer, healthier life and reduced medical costs for everyone. Let's make America a place where health is primary.
They've stormed beaches and freed countries. They've raised our flag and our hope. They've been called leathernecks. They've been called devil dogs. But above all, they're called Marines.
Back with Adi, Rene.
Right.
They have already hit hero status with me. The workout, in fact, the early morning workout has done it. You had me at that part. You did that.
Right.
You're absolutely there. Wow, man. You know, we got some pictures of you that I'm gonna show you some of them, and I want you to tell us a little of what we're looking at. And I believe it's a poster shot.
It's a picture that was taken at the Olympic Training Center.
Olympic Training Center. That's this one right here. What is that one?
That's for our bio. So you can go on the Team USA website, and they have different athletes on there, and just click in. It'll show you your bio.
And so that shows that you're part of Team USA.
Right.
Team USA. She's part of Team USA.
Right.
Do you realize that your daughter is part of Team USA?
Yeah, I'm proud of that.
Is that the coolest thing? My goodness.
Yes.
And Team USA, do you envision yourself one day being in the going to the Olympics?
Yes, definitely.
Have you already talked and visited with what you need to do for that to happen? And
It's always really talked about because usually that's most boxers' goals.
Right.
To Olympics and then pro.
medal in the Olympics, and that's your goal.
That's my goal.
Wow. Didn't you go, have you...
We were in Poland.
You went to
2
Poland
years ago.
2
Yeah,
years ago.
Well, it's been a year and a half.
Yeah.
So at 15 years old, you're in Poland.
Right.
And what did you all do there? Just
It was for a boxing meet.
It was kind of their nationals.
Yeah, it was. We came out with a bronze medal. It wasn't what we planned. We thought we deserved a little better, but we just let that roll off our shoulders, and we.
So a bronze medal in the world.
Right.
I think that's.
Oh, I'm still proud of that.
still
15
good.
years
Medal
old.
is a medal.
You have
Yeah.
gotten there,
Yeah.
but you don't. Gold is it.
Right.
Yeah.
Gold is
the medal.
yeah.
Gold
Gold is all.
Gold is the medal.
Exactly.
So when do you see yourself going to the Olympics?
2024.
2024.
They'll be if I'm right, they'll be in Paris.
In Paris?
Yes. Hopefully.
And you know
I wanna go to Paris.
that time flies, man.
Oh, yeah.
Before you know it, you're here. Don't you have training camp and all that?
Yeah, they'll be. So when they make the team, like she's part of the youth team, the youth team. So what they do is they send them to camps. They pull them up to Colorado Springs.
Yeah, we go like a week and a half or 2 weeks.
Right. So they start getting them ready and training them to show them what the international level is expecting.
Wow.
So it's a good deal. We've been up there a few times, and we plan on being there quite a few more. So
Where are we at right here?
So that's for 3 rounds, right?
right.
So just showing me and one of my friends, Sierra, we kind of went undefeated for the whole year.
Wow.
So yeah, just putting us out there.
Wow, kind of. Got defeated.
Yeah,
Got defeated.
yeah,
Hey, you know
defeated,
what?
yeah.
They say there's no such thing as perfect. Well, you know what?
Right.
That was perfect.
That was
right
close,
there.
yeah.
And what is this incredible pick? That's intense. Where's that?
At the Olympic Training Center.
Wow.
During one of our sparrings.
And you got the USA gear on. And wow, how did you feel right there?
It feels good.
Wow.
Because you're training with the best.
Look, did you see those arms?
Yeah, those are guns right
Do you
there.
have arms?
I got guns like that
Okay. All right. Well, we're going to want to, when it warms
That's
up,
where
we're
I
going
get
to
'em
want a T-shirt on to see that. And this right here is,
Yeah, just us with
Yeah, it's
USA.
a photo shoot we had done here at one of the gyms,
wow.
and
That's incredible.
you know that's
Showing our New Mexico pride.
that's
Wasn't
definitely
that nice? Nice to have pride in our state, our
Definitely.
city, our
Definitely.
country.
right.
That is what we're built on. I think that's what makes it great.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wow. That is an expensive road you have to endure.
Right.
You've got to work hard, not only training, not only conditioning, but you got to go out there and work hard to make the money
got
to
to
do
fundraise.
this.
Yeah, to make
You know,
these
Las
trips.
Cruces was called Titletown USA by Sports Illustrated several years back, and it was because of the rivalry, Mayfield, Cruces,
Right.
football. Did you ever see those games at the university?
Yeah, you used to
Those
get packed.
stadiums
They were
packed,
packed.
packed,
Big,
packed.
yeah.
You know why? Because they were winners.
Right.
Well, you know what? We got a winner right here. Our city needs to get behind this young lady. They need to get behind you, and we need money to be donated to help help you all move forward.
Right.
Because you know what? She's a champion. She represents Las Cruces, New Mexico.
Definitely. Proud to.
I'm telling, and proud to. And you know what? You all have never once asked me for a penny.
No.
Never. Well, I have introduced her to everyone. I've talked to her. Never once have I seen that.
Right.
I had to ask and prod and say, well, how's all this happening? So, well, you told me. And I said, we need to help. And you know what? I need to ask the audience to help this young lady. Help her from now till the day she is receiving that gold medal. Let's help a champion.
Right.
This is a champion. I don't care about, COVID happened. We didn't have football. We didn't have any championships in basketball, nothing.
No, they completely
But you know
took
what
out
we
sports.
forget? That don't mean we didn't have champions somewhere.
Right.
We have a champion right here. And you know what she did? She kept the title right here on this belt. She kept the title
Yeah, she's
right
still-
here in Las Cruces. So they can't tell us there's no titles last year, because there's one I'm holding the title right there.
Right.
Which she's going to go and defend in March.
That and so we're moving up a weight class. So we're going to try to bring another title,
So you're
another
gonna
weight
bring another
class.
one.
Right.
My goodness.
That's
And
the
how
plan.
are you feeling on that one?
Great. Excited.
Wow. That is so, you know what, we have got to, our city needs to support you all, man. They need to.
That'd be
We
great.
need to get some information up to where, we can get donations to you.
Right. So, as right now, what we have going is you could send a check or money order to Lace 'em Up, Stitch 'em Up Boxing. It's P.O. Box 13666, Las Cruces, New Mexico.
And we got it on the screen right there.
Right.
All right, and you're in the
it.
process of setting up the digital online?
Right. Right. We'll set up a PayPal and stuff that.
We need to do that. And I'm going to tell you that you need to set up people who are willing to join Team Carrasco
Right.
to help get ongoing money to support this.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
would appreciate anyone.
Yeah, and you
in
know what?
it.
Let's support that. We got a champion here.
We're in this for the long
And
haul.
you know what? I'm going to tell you something. She has treated me with nothing but respect for 5 years, and I've not seen a different person,
Right.
of course, until I saw her in the ring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
that's-
was talking to her. I said, "Do you have friends you box?" She said, "Oh yeah."
Oh yeah.
But I know when to turn it off and get to work.
Right. Yeah.
So I know
That's
when
one
to take
thing-
care of business.
That's one thing that does have to happen. As soon as she steps in there, switch comes on, and hey,
Wow.
it's a business.
And they get it too.
Yeah, they
they're
understand.
trying
They're
to do
doing
the
the
same
same
thing.
thing.
Yeah.
Right. Everybody has the same goal.
Yeah.
They all got
You
the same
bet I
goal.
like you, but I like that belt.
Right.
Wow. Yeah, we need to support you all, man.
That'd be
'Cause
great,
That
you know.
is, I didn't realize so much went into all this training.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, you got supplements, you got special diet, you got all that.
Right.
And I'm going to tell you something. when dads show up, I applaud you and I tip my hat to you because I'll tell you what, you are the definition of a man.
Thanks.
You're a real man.
You.
You're a dad. I saw you 5 years ago go in there. You took the beating. You got you got it handed to you. But you know what? I see you there prouder than ever. I don't know how many dads I could say love their daughter. My goodness, he watches you and nothing but love. I see that and I say, you know what?
Right.
That is what happens when dads show up.
And I just want nothing but the best for them. You know, that's all.
They show up
that's all you want
and
as a
train
parent.
their little daughter.
Right.
Because she was a little girl when she went in there.
Yeah.
Just
You know, I'm glad I
scrawny,
didn't
though.
pick on her or laugh at her or anything back then, huh?
Yeah.
But you know, you stood in there, you took the beatings.
Yeah. First year was rough. First
Yeah,
year
I
was
know
rough.
that.
It was rough.
I was right there, I saw that. And you know, I saw that, and I saw how you overcome it. You took it. You never failed not to show up. You were there.
Right,
You
every
were
day.
there. You were there.
Every day.
Prouder than ever, man. And now,
It's
I don't
been
know
a-
if I've ever met a prouder dad in my life than you. Oh
Yeah,
my
it's-
goodness!
No, she makes it easy.
If
She makes it easy.
If you
Yeah.
don't talk about her 10 times in 3 minutes, then there's something wrong with you.
She,
Every time I talk to you, that is.
we got something.
It's
yeah.
all right there.
She makes it easy, you know.
Say, we're going to this, we're going to that. And Rene, how do you get there? Well, we just got to get there, man, however we do.
Whatever we got to
We
do.
need to help with get some hotel money going so that
Right.
you all could go up there, not have to.
Yeah, that's
rough
where
it,
it gets.
man. That's hard.
You know, you stress about the boxing part, but then you have to stress about the.
Well, you know what? I'm going to ask the
getting there
audience
part.
that we start donate, man. We're going to donate. We're going to find a way to support you. It doesn't matter how, because you all have not been able to do car washes, no fundraising. It right now is tough because you're going strictly pocket.
Right.
So you know what? We need to help you all. And we need to help you. And I'm going to tell you something. Sometimes people say, well, I don't have no money. Well, you know what? Send $5. Send $10.
Right.
If you got 1,000, send 1,000, please. We'll send you a T-shirt autographed. But send us send something
Right.
to the P.O. Box. And I'm going to get that other up. And I'm going to run this information on my program every week. Okay. And we're going to raise enough money to get the title brought back.
Bring it back.
And support people who never quit, never give up.
Right.
She has told me how hard it is, how she pushes through, how there's times her arms feel like they're going to fall off, her legs on those little and big runs,
Right.
how her diet has changed. You're a role model. You're a role model for kids to follow.
Right.
Thank you.
It is, you know, I always say this. Everything I put into the Dream Center, when I see people like you, it's paid for in full.
Definitely.
Because I cannot imagine. I couldn't have ever.
You know,
dreamt
when we
of this.
walked into that gym, that's the first gym we walked into.
Wow.
And the people that were there, that's what got us.
They
there.
welcomed us
So-
with open arms.
It has been an honor. I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna come back. We'll get you back before the meet. I will keep it up. Keep talking to you all, and you know I'm your biggest fan. Thank you all very much for coming on today.
Oh, thanks
It's been
for
an
having
honor,
us.
man.
Thank you.
Thanks
It's
for
an honor
having
and
us.
a pleasure.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you all for joining us, and thank you for joining us today on the Mike Tellez Show. My name is Mike Tellez.